It's that midpoint in the summer when a lot of young people are thinking about preparing to go back to university in the fall. As an expert executive leadership and career strategy coach, named a top 10 global coach by Vogue, here is my advice for thinking about your future career while you are still a university student. Now, I'm organizing this advice by year. So the first video, today's, is for high school graduates, or in the UK, they're called college graduates, going off to university for the first time. Number one, your field of study. Try lots of different types of courses that capture your interest, even if you have no prior preparation for them. University is a time to open your mind to subjects and topics you have never encountered before. Yes, you can take that art history course. Yes, you can take the study of Greek mythology. Trust me, your life will be enriched by learning about masterworks of art and discovering unknown artists that you love, as well as knowing the mythic stories that you can draw analogies to for the rest of your life. And it'll make you so much better at crosswords. My point is this: do not filter what you take based on what you think you will get high grades in or what you think will help you get a certain type of job. That is an outcomes-based way of living. I want you to have a curiosity and growth-based way of living. The latter leads to a life of continuous discovery, exploration, and learning. Listen, if you get a C in Greek mythology or art history, you're still going to get a job. If you take electives that have nothing to do with your major, you're still going to get a job. Okay? Experiment. Take risks. Number two, the declaration of your major. So we have a global audience. So let me start by acknowledging that some of you are in major-based university systems where you have a prescribed set of courses for a already declared major that need to be taken in a specific order. And I get that. In fact, one of my three sons is wrapping up uni next year in the UK, where when he applied for admission, he already declared his major. Now, for those of you university systems in those systems, let me say, if you're entering as a first year and you discover you do not care for your major, please do not suffer in silence. Talk to a faculty member you have some rapport with. You should also gather information from third or fourth years, juniors, seniors, people ahead of you, about how the coursework in your major develops over time. It might be that you actually are a good fit for your major, but the adjustment from high school or college to university is very challenging, and that could be throwing you at first. Also, sometimes the intro-level courses are more theory-based, but the upper-level courses are where the magic happens, where you get to apply the theories and constructs in novel ways that accord with your interests. So it could be worth it to hang in there. Just get more info. Now, let's shift gears a second and talk about those uni first-year students who will be taking more of a generally distributed curriculum, often called a liberal arts education, very common in the US. Now, you will probably have a few required courses when you enter, like expository writings, often required first semester or quarter, to help you understand the difference between writing at a high school or college level and writing and researching at a university level, which is a pretty big jump. But some of you may also have some elective slots too. And these elective slots are the opportunity for you to try things on for fit and develop some well-roundedness. Now, let's say you're split between should I study political science or economics, and you're in a US-based system where you don't have to declare your major until you're probably a second semester sophomore. So I would say, why not try both? It's really hard to know without trying. Number 3, get involved in an activity. So uni is a social growth experience as much as it is an academic or knowledge growth experience. You want both. I have worked with many uni students at every stage over many years, and here's what I know. You want to find one activity that is fun to get involved in. Get in there early. It doesn't matter if it's ultimate frisbee, disc golf, model UN, vibe coding, guerrilla gardening, improv, sketch comedy, a pride group, a service club. You want to find a group-based activity that is in your life just to bring you joy. The people that you meet who are also drawn to this same activity will provide a sense of community for you over your uni years. No doubt they'll become some of your closest friends, and who knows? Maybe some of them will be your co-founders when you come up with an innovation that's going to make the world a better place. You should also make friends in your classes and find study groups, go to parties, socialize informally. But there is something about an affiliation-based group that provides more of a sense of glue and connection that can add so much to your uni years. Number 4, look for a faculty advisor, a faculty friend. I want you to know before you get there the importance of having this faculty friend or advisor. Now you may wonder, Katie, why do I need this as a first year? Well, I wouldn't say you need one, but knowing a faculty member personally, even at the start of uni, can be super useful. They can help advise you on which courses to take the following year for those of you who design your own curriculums. They can help you get a summer internship or a job by writing a letter of reference for you, which they are way more likely to do if they actually know you personally. Now, if they end up being someone who's connected to your main field of study, they can also let you know when they see opportunities you might not be aware of, such as research opportunities working part-time for them. It also helps you establish your identity as an adult by starting to build your own network that will become very important to you once you are launched in the world of work or a chosen profession. What's that you say? You're in a giant lecture hall where the professor shows up like this big, a small blip down an arena-sized auditorium on the stage and leaves promptly after the lecture? No problem. I got you. I had the exact same thing in my intro econ courses. Here you go. Find out if they offer office hours. Go to office hours and establish a personal connection with them. But please, be prepared to discuss the actual assignment they gave you. Don't just go in there to chat. And what about their TAs, teaching assistants? The TAs are fantastic resources for all the same reasons I just mentioned. Number 5, make friends with someone in your field who's at least 1 year ahead of you. So your life is organized well at uni to make friends with students in the same year as you. You might live with them, near them, you might have classes with them. Here is something that can help you out a lot. Find someone to befriend who's in your field, but at least a year ahead. This person can advise you on so much as you navigate uni. They can help you understand the progression of coursework in your field of study. They can share with you how they found a summer job or internship in your field. They can advise you how to navigate uni in general to find specific types of help and support that you may need. And remember, pay it back next year and help someone else coming in as a first-year student. Lastly, let's talk about something important every year of your uni experience. Number 6, internships. Now, there are many uni graduates walking around the world who have heard me say, start thinking about internships now. Don't wait until you're a junior looking for a summer job. Or even worse, don't wait until you're a senior looking for a full-time job upon graduation. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't recommend hunting for an internship your very first semester. No, I want you to create social connections and figure out life at uni. But winter break is a great time to start thinking about your upcoming summer. You want to identify internships, paid and unpaid, that will help you figure out if you actually want to work in this field after graduation. You want to start figuring this out your first year. So if it turns out when you go into these work environments and you don't like the culture or the work isn't what you imagined it was, you still have plenty of summers to try something else. Now, you're probably thinking, great, but I need to earn money for my next year at uni, and I can bring in so much more income from tips than I can from having some low-paying or no-paying summer internship. Okay, true, then do that. Or you may be thinking, I love being a sleepaway summer camp counselor so much, or a beach lifeguard. Great, do it. I'm all for it. But for those of you that don't have something like that already in mind, go to the career office in early December of your first year. Schedule an appointment in advance. Befriend the counselor, the career counselor, because if they get to know you early, like in your first year, they will think of you when faculty members call up the career office and say, hey, do you guys have any recommendations of students who are looking for part-time positions during the academic year or over the summer in this major? Same for alumni who run super interesting companies and they're trying to hire uni students. Part-time over the summer, tell them at the career office that you are open to being advised about summer internship opportunities. Now, sometimes it works out where you can do a virtual internship in your field of interest and still have a full-time summer job that earns the big bucks for the upcoming year. It just depends on how you set it up. But the bottom line is this. When you are a senior and talking to potential employers, what will be immensely helpful is the internships you had, either for faculty members or TAs during the academic year, or for outside firms that hired you, where you can talk about projects that you were a part of that helped you get down the learning curve of work in your field and gave you an opportunity to contribute on a project to a team. Employers often value internship experience more than someone who just got perfect grades but has no direct experience. When you can demonstrate internship experience, you have shown a demonstrated interest in their field. Check. You know how to navigate the demands of a professional environment. Check. You know how to contribute to a project and a team. Check. You are coachable. This is important. Check. You know how to manage your time. Check. You comport yourself well so they feel good putting you in front of their important clients. And for you, you learn early on, is this field really of interest to you or not? Which is a really important thing to figure out. And it can take a while. So hopefully you found this video helpful. We'd love to hear from you and subscribe to learn more.